breaking news out of Tennessee.
An Amber Alert has been issued for 11-year-old Alyssa May.
Nashville is in uproar this week as 11-year-old Alyssa May is still missing.
Red hair and green eyes. May was last seen walking home from school near this abandoned rail line.
Do her parents share some of the blame?
1 week,
1 month,
1 year later, and still no leads on Alyssa May's whereabouts.
Alyssa, it's Daddy. If you're hearing this, I need you to be brave. It's going to be okay.
This one.
We've already read that one.
But it's been like a year.
It's been 3 weeks. We can get that one, but we have to read a new one first.
What if we alternate after each chapter?
This isn't a negotiation.
Because we both know I'd win.
Oh, how about this one?
It's old.
Don't judge a book. This was one of my favorites growing up.
Like I said. Oh,
Just for that, we're getting it.
Mom.
Not a negotiation.
Romick, Grace, what did we find today?
These two, please.
Going for another read-through, I see. These are due back in 3 weeks, but I know you'll be back long before then.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Hey man, you started it.
Really shot myself in the foot there, didn't I? These aren't your taxpayer lollies. You know I pay for these myself, right?
Thank you, Jerry.
Thanks, Jerry.
See you next week.
This is excellent, Rome.
I talked to the Gazette today.
Oh, yeah?
The layoffs are no longer temporary.
That's too bad. At least now you know.
I already called all the newsrooms in the area. They're in the same boat, dying papers in dying towns.
Then it's a good thing sheriffs run unopposed in this county.
Yeah, because rural policing has a terrific outlook.
Crime isn't going anywhere. Not in this country. We'll survive. We always do.
It's not about the money. You get that, right? I'm a journalist, not a housewife.
I'm sure we'll figure something out. In the meantime, I think Grace is happy you're home more often. Aren't you, little one?
Page turn, please. Tom decided that he could be independent of Becky Thatcher now. Glory was sufficient.
Why are all these words underlined?
What words?
These words.
I don't know, sweetie. Sometimes people underline words so they can look up what they mean later.
But it underlines friend. Who doesn't know what friend means?
Maybe it's a code.
A code?
Like a secret message. Maybe another kid wanted to make a new friend. Like you.
But how do we read it?
You just write all of the words that are underlined on a separate piece of paper. Then you read it.
Now?
Not tonight, sweetie. It's time to sleep.
I love you, Mama.
I love you too, chick.
Have you seen my sunglasses? I just had them.
They're on top of your head.
Oh.
Eat.
Did you get me trail mix for the road?
Did you ask me to?
Well, me not asking you to never stopped you before. What am I supposed to snack on while on patrol?
You've got time to get it yourself. Half the time I pass by, you're just sitting on the side of the road.
Yeah, it's my job.
Oh, is it? Hey, Grace, eat. What are you doing there?
I'm copying the message out of the book that I can see what it says.
Anything interesting?
I'm trying not to read it until I'm done.
Oh, Sally and her mom are here. Go and get your school stuff.
Can I bring the book?
No, babe, we don't want anything to happen to it.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Gracie.
Dear friend, I'm still being held against my will.
Dear friend, I'm still being held against my will. As far as I know, I'm 11 years old, but my birthday might have come and passed without me knowing it. I don't even know how long it's been since I saw my mother. What I do know is that I am held somewhere near a town called Augustine's, and that my captor checks out books from the library for me to read. It's the only way I have to escape this place. You're the only way. Please find me. Please free me. Because there's a monster who comes at night.
Remember, it's force when you fight.
And night never ends in this place.
And?
And what?
What do you expect of me?
I expect you to do your job.
I thought my job was just sitting on the side of the road.
Well, until something more important comes along, like kidnapping.
It's also part of my job to recognize a waste of time when I see it.
Convenient way of getting out of doing any work.
Rome? Do you know how often I see this kind of thing? 2 or 3 times a month. You know what it always turns out to be? Teenagers. Fucking around after getting high on pot.
Well, and if that's true, you're out, what, a day's work?
There's no information to go off of. No guiding light. Not even a full name of the victim. Now, if you'll excuse me. I have a road to go sip aside.
Well, I see your plan to annoy me until I rehire you has accelerated.
I thought you might be lonely in this ghost town of a newsroom.
I'm sure. What do you really want?
What's the going rate for a half-page ad in the Sunday edition?
Job search is that desperate. I could do a half page for 400.
That the friends and family discount?
That's the pain in my ass discount.
Okay, Okay, but I want you to make it look like a regular article. You can put the word sponsored in fine print somewhere, I don't care.
What's the headline?
Sheriff ignores possible kidnapping. Why do you think I'm paying you for the ad? I knew you wouldn't pay me to print it.
I might not even print it as an ad.
Oh, come on, Mosher.
Look, you and David got dirty laundry. You take that shit home like everybody else. I don't want it. I don't need it in my paper.
I bet you won't even have to bump anything. What are you down to, 4 pages a day?
Yeah, but that's not about news. That's about advertisers.
And I'm offering to buy ad space.
Yeah, but most ads aren't accusing cops of negligence.
I bet it'll spike readership.
I'll need to see copying before I agree.
I'll send you a draft tonight. But I don't want notes. Not when I'm paying you.
Romek! Has there really been a kidnapping?
Dunno. Sheriff won't investigate it.
This better not bite me in the ass, Rome.
Yeah, Dad. No, wait. The Gazette? No, I haven't seen it. Rome. Yeah, Dad, I see it. Yeah, I know you're running for governor, but it's not exactly easy when you're married to somebody who doesn't give a rat's ass.
Hi, Webtex. I believe I might have stumbled onto a cold case kidnapping in Kansas. I've uploaded photos with a message I found in a library book, along with an article I placed in the local paper. Any direction you all could give me on how to proceed? What's my next move here?
Why make it look like a regular news story? Seems like they're trying to trick people.
Looks like OP is legit journo. Probably just giving the paper legal cover.
Going through missing persons now.
Here's an Alyssa, went missing in 96.
Doesn't line up. She was 14 when reported missing. The message says this Alyssa is 11.
Spam Said, can you come straighten these idiots out? This is a waste of our time.
Alyssa, is this about you?
Don't drop your guard. Keep your hands up, bud. Come on, let's keep going.
Oh, god damn it, Al. Oh, what happened to half speed? Oh.
What happened to matching my pace?
What's up with you? Last time you put me on my ass, you and Gina were on the verge of breaking up.
No. No. Why?
Why else?
I found you.
Maybe.
So she thinks you'll backslide and go back down the rabbit hole again?
I mean, how could I not? Ever since I got that email, I felt like I was looking up at that trap door again. It's just one step from being put down there again.
I keep telling you, I'm not a therapist. But since you intend on ignoring me, your mental health should come first. You don't owe anyone your destruction.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about that. And the trapdoor started to close. But then a face came into the light. What if by doing nothing, then this happens again to someone else?
You just need to decide which option you can live with. What one you can't.
My name is Alyssa May, and 15 years ago, I was kidnapped from my home near Nashville, Tennessee. I was held in squalid conditions with even worse treatment. At the end of my imprisonment, I was abandoned, broken, and alone in the middle of New Orleans. Too old for the pedophile, it seems. I coded that message in my years of captivity, hoping to attract the attention of the outside world. I wish it was found earlier, but hopefully it can help the girl in my current position. This predator must be found.
Holy shit. It's national news now.
You rethinking those layoffs yet?
Start setting your alarm clock, Rome.
Hey, Perry, I need that photo ASAP. Thanks. This is Romek.
Hi, Romek. This is Jerry from Augustine's library. Just letting you know I have your book on hold and ready for you to pick up.
Hey, Jerry, I'm kind of busy at the moment. To be honest, I don't even remember putting a book on hold.
I might have made a mistake, but if you do come right now, come in the west door to avoid the federal agents that just showed up.
Okay, I'll be right there. All right, bye. Hey, Jerry. When'd they get here?
About 30 minutes ago now.
They serve a warrant?
No warrant, but they've asked for my cooperation, and I've given it to a point.
Shit, one of them saw me.
Give me your library card. Here's your book, and...
I thought we had this place locked down.
Nobody stopped me coming in, but I can lead.
I'll need to take a look at that.
It's not a kid's book. I'd be really surprised if anybody let a kid read it.
Well, considering the type of physical abuse that Miss Alyssa Mays endured, I wouldn't think that they would try to protect her from the contents of a book. I recognize you. Yeah, you're the reporter who broke the news, broke the story, right?
Helena Romek James, Augustine's Gazette. You do your homework. Hopefully that bodes well for your investigation, Agent.
More. We all can't be third-generation sheriffs like your husband. Some of us have to earn it.
I've told him much the same.
Well, hell, the way you squirt your husband in that article, I would hate to see what you do to your enemies.
Let's hope we won't be enemies then, Agent.
Let's hope. I'll be needing to formally question you in the next day or so.
Gladly. That's what I wanted to begin with. Someone to take this seriously.
We'll be in touch. You'll find your way out, I'm sure.
Oh, Mrs. Romick, you got your library card. Augustine's Library, this is Jerry.
Jerry, I'm gonna buy you the biggest bag of lollies you've ever seen.
We're going to need to check out histories of all these books from October 2003 to 09.
The computer files only go back to 05.
Do you have any original copies of the checkout history?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go down and find the right boxes.
Please do.
What's up, Romick?
Hey, I'm going home right now to type up the FBI story. I've got some photos of them at the library.
Was there any other media there?
Not until I left. They're mostly focused on the sheriff's station.
Good. Anything else? Romick?
Yeah, there's something else, but I don't have a full picture on it yet.
Okay, just let me know when you do.
Yeah, Jeb, I'll get you that report in like 10 minutes.
Is this Alyssa May?
This is Alyssa.
The Alyssa May that was kidnapped 16 years ago.
Who's asking?
I'd rather not say.
Well, it was great talking to you then.
I think I might have been taken by the same man.
Get back here, you bitch. You know you want it. That's a take it, slut.
Hope you bought that tractor dinner first.
Holy shit. I didn't think I'd ever see you here again.
Yeah, well, desperate times and all that. FBI came by the library today.
FBI?
Yeah, about that missing girl.
Yeah.
Apparently you don't watch the news much.
Been busy.
Well, apparently she hid a bunch of secret messages in library books, and the FBI needs the ledgers. A lot of them are before my time. You know what it's like trying to read Mom's handwriting.
Yeah, logging on Netflix is a nightmare.
I tried calling. There wasn't an answer, though.
Yeah, Mom's in Florida visiting Aunt Kate.
Think you could call her for me? Tell her I need her help?
Sure.
Thanks, Blake.
Hey, you know, just because you and Mom don't talk anymore doesn't mean we can't. You're still my little brother.
I know, but it's hard for me to separate you two in my head.
All right, you bitch. Let's go.
Hello? I'm sorry that I hung up on you.
I'm not sure this was a good idea.
Listen, I need you to know that I'm not going to pressure you to come forward to the FBI. Whether or not we were taken by the same man doesn't matter right now. I think that you're in pain and it might help to talk about it.
They gave me books, too. But I never had anything to write with.
Yeah, I asked for a pen and paper along with some history and math books. Couldn't stand to be left behind.
That's good. You are much braver than me.
What? No, look at you right now. Look how brave you're being.
It shouldn't have taken so long. I had more reason to fight than you.
How do you mean?
I got pregnant.
Grace asleep?
I met one of the feds this afternoon.
He told me, asked if I believed that you were actually checking out a book.
And?
And I did what any married man would do. I backed my wife.
Imagine if you'd backed me from the start.
So you blast my name in the press before an election year. What happens when all this blows over? When circulation is down and Mosher has to lay you off again? How do we pay the mortgage then?
You don't think I can do this? That I can't show every paper in the state that I'm worth hiring?
And what do? You thinking our department's gonna hire me after this?
It could have been her, David. It could have been our little girl. And right now, some other little girl could be sitting in that cell. I couldn't just ignore this.
You didn't have to burn my family name in the process. You don't even regret it.
If I hadn't done it, maybe we wouldn't have a chance to catch him.
You know, Rome, one of these days you're going to be wrong about something. And it'll come as a complete shock to you when it finally happens.
Dear friend, I hope these messages find you soon. Each day seems longer than the last. Dear friend, I hear a train some mornings in the distance. The whistle whines. If only I could somehow catch it. Dear friend, this place smells of something thick. A stench that climbs up your nose until you can't taste it at the back of your throat. Dear friend, dear friend, dear friend. Dear friend, the worst time of day is when I sleep. For a few short hours, I'm free from this place. From him. And then I wake.
Anything new in the books?
Not really. Just a few murky details, strange smells, and occasional rumbling in the distance, and train whistling. How about the usual suspects?
Few local sex offenders. None of their priors match up exactly. Hopefully their names pop up on the checkout report.
Yeah, records only go back to 05, so hopefully there's a pattern in the later years. What's this?
The latest edition of the Gazette. You made the front page.
That wife of yours, she's a sly one, isn't she?
I'm just happy I'm no longer the target of her scorn. There's something else. Before I left this morning, I saw the few of the coded messages in those library books in her things. More than just the original.
This would be a perfect time to bring her in for questioning. These pictures were leaked on a popular true crime forum, the exact same website where you publish your expose on. Now, are you going to sit there and tell me you had nothing to do with this?
Do I need a lawyer?
No, what you need to do is cut the bullshit. Because you're making my job a lot harder than it needs to be. You know, you're dancing on a fine line of obstruction of justice.
Obstruction of justice?
Exactly. And with that, I can make your life a living hell. I can make life really uncomfortable for you, your husband, and a little sweet little girl of yours. I bet you didn't think we'd find out about her crayon in the first translation, huh?
Let me be real clear, Agent. Everything that I have done for the last few weeks has been to find the man who took Alyssa May from her mother. I've seen too many dumb and lazy cops to have an ounce of faith in your ability to do your job. So I'll continue to do mine and hold your feet to the fire. And if you ever threaten my daughter again, I'll burn your name to the ground nationwide. So, charge me or tell me I'm free to go.
There's a door.
Has anybody dug in on the railroad connection?
I think Sade was looking into historical routes. Spam Sade, any news on that?
Here's where the operational railroads ran during the time Alyssa was captive.
Can we get an overlay of this with the sex offender list?
Because the railroads were exclusively on the southern edge of town, I assume that she was held somewhere near there.
How was your day?
Fine. Have you found Alyssa's kidnapper yet?
Maybe, but I need to go check it out, so I'm gonna have to drop you off at Grandma's for a bit.
No, let me come with. I'll be your lookout.
Oh, you will you? Okay, chick. I want you to stay here and do your homework.
But I thought I was supposed to be your lookout.
You can do both. I believe in you.
Dear friend, the only way out of my prison is a hatch in the ceiling. All I know is what happens there, and that my only salvation lies through it.
I'm National News Network. You think it's safe to leave your kid in a car with a rapist on the loose like this?
Hello, Jerry.
Mother, you heard what's going on?
Yes, Blake filled me in.
Good to see you too.
Rome? Romek?
David, quiet. Grace is sleeping.
What the hell are you doing?
Laundry, what are you doing?
Would you mind telling me why our daughter's on the front page of a tabloid and I find out about it at the fucking office?
I left her alone in the car for 1 minute. I didn't think.
No, you didn't think. Put our family name in the crosshairs for a goddamn byline.
I didn't ask for this.
Didn't you? Because that's exactly what you want. God forbid you're just content with raising our daughter.
No. No, I am not content with being just one thing. I can report the news and raise Grace and do the laundry and do all the other shit that's expected of me. Don't stand on your high horse. You let that bed threaten Grace just to pressure me to stand down.
Honey?
Hey, baby, are you okay?
Okay.
You're quitting that job.
The hell I am.
I'm not putting our daughter at risk to raise your self-esteem.
Where are you going?
We're staying at my brother's until you can figure out what really matters.
David, if you leave this house with my daughter, I will immediately report a kidnapping.
What's this badge mean to you?
That badge don't mean shit where national news is concerned. There's an version of this where you come out clean.
And you will?
I'm not up for re-election next year.
Hey, baby. It's gotta go, okay?
You're scaring me, Dada.
Hey, don't be scared, sweetie. Don't be scared. It'll be all over real soon.
I've seen too many dumb and lazy cops to have an ounce of faith in your ability to do your job. And if you ever threaten my daughter again, I'll burn your name to the ground nationwide.
This taped conversation between FBI agent Moore and Helena Romick plays more like an interrogation, with the agent alleging Romick leaked evidence onto the internet forums.
How did they even get this tape?
David gave it to him.
This is a problem, Romick.
No shit, it's a problem. My whole life just imploded on national television.
What's the #1 rule of journalism?
I don't have the energy for a lecture right now.
Don't make yourself a part of the story.
Oh, sure. I can't help it that I discovered evidence.
No, You can't. But I can help who covers it.
Whoa, this is my story.
No, it's Alyssa May's story. And I shouldn't have to remind you of that.
Just give me an op-ed and I can fix this.
I can't keep you on this. You know that.
Mosher.
No, Romy.
Mosher, come on.
No, I'm putting you on administrative leave. Maybe once this all blows over, you can come back.
I came to you with this. I didn't have to. I could have gone to anyone else. And you think that I want to come back and write obituaries after this? No thanks.
Priya, it's time to go to the FBI.
I'm not you, Alyssa. I can't have my name out there.
We can keep it out of the press.
I'm done. When's it gonna be enough for you?
When he's dead and buried.
That won't make us better.
It'll make me feel better.
Alyssa, do you have any comment on Helena Romick's interrogation tapes?
It's a distraction from what really matters. Shining a spotlight on Helena Romick doesn't get us any closer to finding my kidnapper.
Well, some might say she shined that spotlight on herself.
Some idiots might argue that.
Why do you defend a woman who's clearly out for herself?
You saw those original messages, right? Did you notice a sort of pattern? Dear friend, every message that I wrote started the same way. I was a scared little girl reaching out for someone to talk to, and Helena Romick is the only person that ever cared enough to answer back. I defend her because she defends me. Now fuck off.
That was your restriction, not mine. $100.
Elle, don't.
100!
Do you feel any better?
Not even a little bit.
I'm looking into the kidnapping, and your name came up in library records of books Alyssa May read while being held captive. Can I ask you a few questions? I'm looking into the kidnapping, and your name came up in library records. Your name came up in library records. Hi, I'm looking into the kidnapping, and your name came up in library records.
Boom. We got him.
What's happening?
This library card right here. Checked out every book that Alyssa put the code in. Let's go. We got him. Let's go.
So, who is it?
Have you ever seen this girl? Your name came up in records. It would have been about 15 years ago. No, I'm not trying to sell you anything. Okay. Have you ever seen this woman? Okay, well, thanks anyway. I've checked every other name off of this list. It has to be this number.
I don't know who it is.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Just checking out a book, Agent.
Right. Well, excuse us, ma'am. We need to discuss some confidential information, and we don't need any reporters within earshot.
Actually, it's former reporter now.
I think I did hear something about that. We need to know who this number belongs to.
This number predates our computer files.
Have you checked the archives?
My mom is doing it now.
Your mom?
Yeah, she was the librarian before me. Hopefully she finds it soon.
Well, you know what I say about that? You put hope in one hand and shit in the other and see which one fills up faster. Just find it, all right?
Got them.
Which one?
All of them.
Look, we narrowed down everything to that one card.
This card belongs to a Hunter Case, 445 Baker Street. Of course, the address might be a smidge out of date.
Copy that, ma'am. You are a saint. Thank you so much.
Came back from Florida for this. Don't muck it up.
We won't muck it up. Thank you, ma'am.
Mother, I was thinking, you, Blake, and me could have dinner soon.
You, Blake, and I.
Right. You, Blake, and I, dinner.
Wasn't this enough for you?
It's Agent Moore, ma'am. We got him. We bought an airplane ticket for you this morning. Don't watch or read the news until we see you. We need you to identify him. Hunter Case was arrested for child pornography in 2010, just mere months after Alyssa May was found abandoned in the streets of New Orleans.
Records show that his library card was used to check out every single book with Alyssa May's messages.
All of them were checked out between 2004 and 2009 during the time Miss Alyssa May was held captive. Okay, Sheriff, here's the deal. We talked to his employer, he's there. My team and I will go take that, you take us home, all right? Let's go.
Bullshit, Agent. This is my county. I got the caller.
Should have thought about that before you leaked the tape. Mr. Case does not have any prior violent offenses, but it's safe to assume due to the media frenzy in town, he's probably spooked. So we go in fast, we go in hard.
Go, go, go! FBI! FBI, come out with your hands up!
Clear. Clear. Clear.
Free shot! Show your hands!
Shots fired! Shots fired! Backup needed immediately! Shots fired 147 Maple Street. Requesting backup.
Calling all units.
Car 36 responding.
Code 3 response. Transport is on the way.
86 the ambulance to get the coroner down here. Hunter Case is dead.
Roger that. All units. Stand by.
Is Daddy okay?
Oh, of course, sweetie. There's nothing to worry about.
Do you have to go to work now?
No, Grace, I was laid off again.
Why?
Because I was too selfish. I threw your dad under the bus. I turned this whole investigation into a sideshow. And I left you in the car alone when there was a kidnapper on the loose. I was too selfish to remember that this story is not about me. And now no newsroom will ever hire me again.
So start your own news.
I'm not sure that's how it works.
I believe in you.
Hey, listen. We identified a suspect who we believe was the person who kidnapped you. Unfortunately, during the raid, he pulled something as a weapon and he was unfortunately shot and killed on the scene. Here's an array of suspects for you. Do you believe that you recognize anyone?
I don't recognize him. I don't know. I only ever heard his voice.
No, that's okay. Listen, that's okay. We ID'd him with library records, and it will confirm that with some physical evidence from the scene. You did your job years ago, kid. Those messages were everything.
How did we get here? I remember so clearly what it was like in the beginning. Even when it was hard, it was never like this.
I've been thinking about that. Maybe we didn't know each other as well as we thought. Maybe I loved a man who didn't need to follow in his father's footsteps.
And maybe I loved a girl who would go with me down whatever road I walked.
I was wrong. No matter how I felt about you, no matter how wrong I was sure that you were, I shouldn't have wrote that article about you. You didn't deserve that.
I guess we were both wrong about something.
It was never just Alyssa. 2 more women have come forward since Hunter Case's death, all with stories similar to ours. I'm not sure we'll ever truly know how many victims there were. The one that haunts me the most is the baby boy that was taken from me.
That's really tough to hear. It's hard to believe that Hunter Case did this 4 times in this town and no one knew.
Especially when a baby was involved.
I checked the county records, and there's no evidence of a baby abandoned during that time.
It wouldn't surprise me if Case just let him die and buried him on his land somewhere.
That's what you thought would happen to you at some point, right?
After 6 years, I didn't think that he'd let me survive. And I wasn't so sure that I wanted to.
Jerry told me that you have donated a copy of every book the feds seized as evidence.
Yep. Yeah, those books were the only thing that I had for 6 years. They were my only access to anything that wasn't cold and dark. It made me sad to think that a kid might not have access to the worlds that saved my life.
Some of the titles on the list weren't children's books.
I was 16 when I was let go. I hadn't exactly grown up. I just gotten older.
I looked at the lists the FBI seized, and the adult books weren't on them.
I mean, I was just going off of my memory of what I had read. I didn't have access to their evidence list.
Since they weren't on the lists, I checked, and the original copies that you read were still in circulation here. I decoded the messages, and this one seemed significant. Was this your last message?
Yeah.
Do you mind reading it for us?
Dear friend, I have come to know that you do not exist. That I'm putting these words into a world never to be seen again. Any hope of ever escaping this place, this man, have disappeared. I now know there is only one way to ever free myself of this hole. And I will be then laid to rest in another, very much the same. The path to my fixed purpose is laid to rest with iron rails, whereon my soul is grooved to run.
Is this what I think it is?
What do you think it is?
A suicide note?
They were all suicide notes. It just took me 16 years to realize it.
sorry, I didn't mean to.
I was just having a mental breakdown.
All you've been through, who could blame you?
I've seen you around here today. Do you work here?
I'm Jerry's mom. I'm helping him digitize the archives.
Should make it easier to find the next pedophile that checks out books here. I'm sorry. I'll just get out of here.
Miss May, you're a very strong woman. Don't ever let yourself feel any differently.
See you in the morning, Jer.
I don't remember you ever telling me anything like that.
Like what?
That I'm good, or strong, or clever. I went into the same line of work as you. I took over your library. All my life, I have wanted that kind of acceptance from you, and you give it away like it's nothing to a woman you've never even met.
And yet you keep trying. Everything's going to be okay.
In 0.1 miles, turn right. Your destination is on your left.
Hey, Alyssa. Do you want any breakfast?
Is Alyssa staying another night?
Do you want her to?
Yeah, don't you?
Of course. We'll have to see what she says.
Where is she?
I don't know. Oh, okay, they're here. Have a good day at school.
Bye, Mom.
Bye.
What are we gonna do, Mama?
Kill them both. Then leave here for good.
What about Jerry? Can't we take him with us?
So now you care about Jerry. The illegitimate son you had with a kidnapped child? That Jerry? The Jerry who thinks his mother hates him because I can't bear to look him in the eye anymore? For 26 years you made me lie to my only grandson. It's time for you to make a sacrifice.
Augustine's Library, this is Jerry.
Hey, Jerry. Have you heard from Melissa this morning?
No, I thought she was staying with you.
She was gone when I woke up. All her stuff is still here, though.
I'm sure everything's okay then.
She seemed kind of upset last night. What if we pushed her too far with that suicide question?
Is there anything out of place? Any notes left behind?
Hold on. Jerry, do you have a phone book with you?
Yeah, all of them, going back to the 50s.
Find one from 2015 and call me back.
Who are you? I'm Alyssa. What's your name? Deandra. Okay. I'll just stay right here. Why did he put you here? Because he knew that I found him. Knew where he kept me. And you got out? Yeah. Yeah, I got out. Can you get me out too? Just watch me.
What the hell are you doing? Do you want a ticket?
I need your help, David.
Did I dream the part where we got divorced? Because I hope not.
Alyssa May's missing again.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm not joking.
Did you actually see somebody physically shove her into the back of a van?
Of course not. She stayed at the house last night, and when I woke up, she was gone.
Are you her next of kin?
Oh my God.
Sorry, Rome, but you have no authority to declare a missing person.
David, look at me.
Last year, I came to you with something, and you made the wrong choice. Please, don't do that again.
No. Deandra. It's okay. I need you to trust me. Listen. I need you to be brave. Okay? Okay.
Hello?
Hey, what'd you find?
You're not gonna believe this.
What is it?
The 2015 was checked out.
You've got to be kidding me.
I have the 2014 and the 2016. What page was it?
81. Just start reading the names off and see if we recognize any of them from the suspect list.
Noam Gallagher, Ben Gow, Carl Garbo, Robert Garcia, Michael Gilbert, Zeke Gilroy, James Goddard, Brent Gore, Bill Green.
What is it, Jerry?
Blake Gray.
Jerry, did your mom give the feds Hunter Case's name?
Yes, but...
Shit.
I really can't talk right now, Jerry.
What the hell have you done?
Why?
Did you have anything to do with Alyssa May? Get your hands off the ball. Get your hands off the ball.
I can't help you.
David, it's Henrietta and Blake Gray.
Who?
The old librarian.
I can't get a warrant based on that.
Fine. I'm going to go be their property. You can come and arrest me.
Romic, I swear, I didn't know.
Help me stop them, and we're square.
This feels right. Remember how I helped you when you were young? I'm just so proud of you. Look how far you've come. What a scared little girl that I was too. I can't do the attention at all. Wow! It's your home now. Where you belong. What the fuck did you let him do?
Jerry, you need to leave.
It's all over, Henrietta.
You stay out of this.
Is he in there?
Jerry, no! Stop! Jerry, stop! Jerry, stop!
Jerry? Jerry?
It's over, Elle.
It's going to be okay, Jerry. I called an ambulance. Just hold on.
Right. Just stop trying.
Don't stop trying. Hang on.
Just look at him, Elle. He's a small little man in a small little world. It won't make you better.
Can't make me worse.
Things can always get worse.
I don't like what he's turned me into. The nightmares, the cold sweats, the sabotage of every relationship I've ever been in.
This won't fix what he's already broken.
So what would you have me do?
Leave him behind.
You are more than what he tried to make you. He doesn't matter. You do.
A few ground rules. I'm in charge now. You do what I say. You'll be happier if you accept that.
So my daughter told me the other day that when a kid gets hurt, the adults will always say, "It'll be okay." And she thinks that's the wrong response. So she specifically wanted me to ask you, are you okay?
No.
but I will be.